శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో NBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ త్వరలో అటానమస్ కాబోతోంది.
2014లో ISO గుర్తింపు, 2015లో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వంచే A గ్రేడ్, 2016లో NAC A గ్రేడ్, ఇప్పుడు NBA సాధించిన సంస్థ శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning everyone. In the last classes we discussed about the conductors, insulators and semiconductors. In semiconductors, classification of the semiconductors, extrinsic semiconductors and intrinsic semiconductors. In extrinsic semiconductors, N-type and P-type. Okay, today I would like to explain conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductors, recombination of the electrons and holes, drift current and mobility and the conductivity. First of all, conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductors. In intrinsic semiconductor, first of all, what do you mean by intrinsic semiconductors? Intrinsic semiconductor is the pure form of the semiconductor. So, very few electron hole pairs get generated at room temperature. Hence, very small current can be constituted due to the application of the voltage to an intrinsic semiconductors. So, intrinsic semiconductor is the pure form. So, we get generated very few electrons and hole pairs are generated. So, in this very small current can be constituted. Thus, conductivity of an intrinsic semiconductor at room temperature is very low. Conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductor at the room temperature is very low. Due to low conductivity, the intrinsic semiconductors are not used in practice for manufacturing of electronic devices. And another topic, recombinations of electrons and holes. The movement of electrons in the valency band is always random, and similarly the movement of free electrons in the conduction band is also random. So, thermal agitation, that means heat, constitutes to produce the new electron hole pairs. So, a free electron approaches a hole and falls into it. This merging of free electrons and hole is called as the recombination. Recombination means merging of free electrons and holes is called the recombination. After recombination, an electron hole pair get disappeared. Due to the recombination of number of charge carriers decreases. So disappeared. So in this way charge carriers reduces. The amount of time between the creation and disappearance of a free electrons or holes is called the mean lifetime of the charge carrier. What do you mean by mean lifetime of the charge carrier? Is the amount of time between the creation and disappearance of a free electrons or holes. Okay. At any temperature, at that any instant, the free electrons and holes, the two types of charge carriers are present in equal numbers. This concentration is called the intrinsic concentration. What do you mean by intrinsic concentration? At any temperature, at any instant, the free electrons and holes, the two types of charge carriers are present in equal numbers. That means number of electrons are equal to the number of holes. So, n equal to p, that is equal to n into I, where n is the number of free electrons per unit volume, p is the number of holes per unit volume, ni is the intrinsic concentration. The concentration is measured in the units. Number per meter cube or per number per centimeter cube. And another topic, next topic, drift current. This is very important topic. Drift current and diffusion currents. So in this way, first one, drift current. When a voltage is applied to a semiconductor, the free electrons try to move in a straight line towards the positive terminal of the battery. Towards the positive terminal of the battery. When a voltage is applied to a semiconductor, the free electrons try to move in a straight line towards the positive terminal of the battery. The electrons moving towards positive terminal collide with the atoms of semiconductor. Each time the electron strikes an atom, each time Each time the electron strikes an atom, it rebounds in a random direction. Electron, looking, and this is an electron. Electron strikes an atom, it rebounds in this direction. Rebounds in a random direction. But still, the applied voltage make the electrons drift towards the positive terminal. In this, electrons drift towards the positive terminal of the battery. This drift causes current to flow in a semiconductor under the influence of the applied voltage. So, in this applied voltage, the electrons flows randomly in the positive direction. This current produced due to drifting of free electrons is called drift current. What do you mean by drift current? Current produced due to drifting of free electrons is called the drift current, and the velocity with which electrons drift is called the drift velocity. Okay. Drift current means the flow of current due to bouncing of an electrons from one atom to another, traveling from negative terminal to positive terminal of the battery. Okay, negative terminal to positive terminal of the applied voltage. The direction of conventional current is always opposite to the direction of drifting electrons. Drift current is very important. Once again, drift current means the flow of current due to bouncing of an electrons from one atom to another atom. Okay, traveling from negative terminal to positive terminal of the applied voltage. And next topic, mobility and conductivity. Mobility of the charged particle. So first of all, mobility means moving of an electron. Okay. Next, mobility of the charged particle. Consider a material having a large number of free electrons. It is electrically neutral. That is, number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. This is the material. So, in this material having the large number of free electrons, which are electrically neutral. Neutral means number of electrons equal to the number of protons. All the free electrons move around randomly inside the material. Okay. As the motion is random, The number of electrons passing through unit area in a given time in any direction inside the material is same as the number of electrons passing in opposite direction. Number of electrons is passing in opposite direction. Hence, opposite direction means net movement of the electrons is cancelled, and hence without any electric field, this is the electric field, without any electric field there cannot be any drift current in the material. Consider a material of length, so material length is L, subjected to the voltage V. The electric field, first we calculate the electric field. The electric field to which it is subjected to is given by E equal to, electric field equal to voltage by length. So E equal to voltage by length. Units and voltage by length and V voltage, length meters. So E equal to voltage by length. So units are voltage per meter. A steady state condition is reached where electrons continue to move with a finite steady velocity. In this finite steady velocity, such a speed is attained by the electrons under the influence of the applied electric field in steady state condition. So steady state condition is called the drift speed or drift velocity. That drift speed or drift velocity is denoted by V. Units are meter per second. The magnitude of the drift velocity in this drift velocity is proportional to the electric field E. So drift velocity is proportional to the electric field E. E means voltage by length. So V is directly proportional to the E, and the drift velocity is directly proportional to the E. So V equal to proportionality constant mu E. V equal to, V is directly proportional to the E. This can be V equal to mu E. Mu means mobility. Mu is the constant of the proportionality is called as the mobility. V is the drift velocity in meter per second. E is the electric field, volt per meter. Mu is the constant of the proportionality. This is the constant, and this is called the mobility of the electrons. This is applicable to the free electrons as well as the holes, whichever are the majority carriers. So in this, mu also defined, mu equal to V by E. Mu is the mobility of the charged particle, so that is equal to V by E. What are the units of mobility? Mu equal to meter per second by volt per meter. So in this, mu equal to V by E. So V units meter per second, E units volt per meter. So that is equal to meter square by volt second. So it is measured in square meters. So m square it is measured. So it is measured in square meters per volt second. Such a steady movement of majority charge carriers with the drift velocity constitutes the current. This current is called the drift current. Okay, this is very important, drift current. And next topic, general expression for the conductivity. Consider the tube of material with the large number of free electrons. Tube length is L. Area is the cross-sectional area. Units are meter square. L is the length in meters. V is the voltage applied in volts. T is the time required by an electron to travel a distance of L meters. So, to travel the distance of L meters. And next, V is the drift velocity of the electron. So, V also can be written L by T, length per time. So, velocity equal to length by time. E already known, electric field, equal to voltage by length. So, V equal to mu E, just known, V equal to mu E, where mu equal to mobility of the electrons. These are all the parameters. And consider a cross section is shown in figure. This is the cross sectional area. N electrons crossing in T time. N electrons. These are all the N electrons crossing from T time. Let N be the number of electrons passing through area A in T time. N electrons are passing through the area in T time. So, number of electrons crossing the area A in unit time is N by T. So, unit time, total number of electrons are passing from unit time, in total time T, but unit time is N by T. Okay, first one. And next, calculate the charge. So, charge is the already known charge of each electron 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. Then the total charge crossing the cross-sectional area A. This is the cross-sectional area in unit time. That is equal to charge into N by T. And a charge of each electron into N by T. That is equal to NQ by T coulombs. So, dQ equal to NQ by T coulombs. And next, charge is over. Next, current. First, number of electrons, and next charge and current, and next current density we can calculate. Okay, but charge passing per unit time through a cross section is the current. So, current equal to charge passing by unit time. Charge per unit time. So, charge passing NQ by T. Charge is the NQ by T. NQ by T by unit time. That means 1 second. So, current equal to, current units amperes. So, current equal to NQ by T amperes. And next, current density. Current density is defined current by area. So, current density J for the bar is current per unit cross-sectional area of the conducting material. So, J equal to current by area. Units are ampere per meter square. That is J equal to. So, I by A. I equal to NQ by T. Substituting. So, NQ by TA. Where T equal to L by V. Okay, from equation 1 in this. So, V equal to L by T. So, T equal to L by V. So, substituting T equal to L by V. Okay, that is equal to NQV by LA, where LA is the length into area is the volume of the tube. N is the small n is the concentration of the free electrons. That is equal to number of electrons per unit volume. Volume is the La. So number of electrons is the N. Number of electrons per unit volume. So N by La. Small n equal to capital N by La. Substituting J equal to, so small n q v, n q v. But V equal to already known mobility. V equal to mu E. Substituting in this, J equal to NQ mu E, ampere per meter square. So you can find J, current density. This is the general expression for the current density in a given material. The current density is related to the electric field. The current density is related to the electric field by the relation J equal to sigma E. Okay, where sigma is the conductivity of the material. Units are this one, mom meter inverse. Comparing 6th and 7th equations, this is the J equal to NQ mu E, and the 7th equation J equal to sigma E. Comparing this one, so NQ mu E equal to sigma E. Okay, so sigma equal to NQ mu ohm meter inverse. This is the conductivity. So resistivity equal to 1 by conductivity inverse kabatti mom meter. Okay, and conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductors. Consider the two charged particles move in opposite directions. Both are in opposite directions under the influence of the electric field. But as the both are in opposite sign, opposite direction means opposite signs, they constitute the plus and minus. They constitute the current in the same direction. Consider the semiconductor. We already known small n is the concentration of the free electrons per meter cube. P is the concentration of the holes per meter cube. Mu n, mu means mobility. Mu n means mobility of the electrons. Units are meter square per volt second. Mu p is the mobility of holes in units are meter square per volt second. The current density is given by, so current density. So current density J equal to NQ mu E. So J equal to NQ mu E. So J equal to N mu N. Okay, concentration of free electrons and mobility of the electrons plus concentration of holes and mobility of the holes into charge and electric field. Units are ampere per meter square. Hence, conductivity of the semiconductor is given as, so sigma equal to, sigma means conductivity, NQ mu. So in this, sigma equal to N mu N plus Q mu P into Q. N is the concentration of free electrons into mobility, electron mobility plus holes into holes mobility into charge. Okay, this is the semiconductor's current density and conductivity. But intrinsic semiconductor, in this number of electrons equal to number of protons, so that is N equal to P equal to Ni. So in this intrinsic semiconductor, current density equal to Ni into mu n plus mu p into Qe. And place substituting Ni, mu n plus mu p into Qe. In this, N equal to P equal to Ni. So Ni into mu n plus mu p into Qe. In this conductivity equal to Ni, Ni into mu n plus mu p into q. So conductivity of an electron, conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor, this is the conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductor, and the resistivity is the 1 by conductivity. So in this 1 by Ni into mu n plus mu p into q. In this, note that mobility of an electron and hole are different. Through the concentrations, N and P are the same in intrinsic semiconductors. In this intrinsic semiconductors, the number of electrons equal to number of holes. The number of concentration of electrons equal to the concentration of holes. Okay. And another topic, effect of temperatures on conductivity. The conductivity depends on the temperature. As the temperature increases, more number of electron hole pairs are generated. Okay, so conductivity depends on the temperature. Temperature increases, more number of electron hole pairs are generated. Hence, free electron concentration N and hole concentration P also increases. Once number of electron hole pairs are generated, in this concentration of N and the concentration of electrons are increases and the concentration of holes are increases. This tends to increase in value of the intrinsic concentration Ni. Number of electrons increase in this intrinsic semiconductor, N equal to P equal to Ni. So in this N is increases and P is increases. Concentration of electrons increases and concentration of the holes are increases. In this Ni is also increases. Ni increases, sigma I conductivity is also increases. As Ni increases, conductivity, which is conductivity of the intrinsic semiconductor, also increases, while its resistivity decreases. So conductivity is inversely proportional to the resistivity. In this opposite. So conductivity increases, its resistivity decreases. With the increase in temperature, the density of the electron hole pairs increases. Once temperature increases, the density of the electron hole pairs are also increases. Both heat and light are responsible to generate the electron hole pairs and hence to increase the conductivity of the semiconductor. Both heat or light, okay, are responsible to generate the electron hole pairs. Once the temperature, so in this temperature increases, once the temperature increases, electron hole pairs are also increases. Electron hole pairs are increases, then conductivity also increases. Both heat and light are responsible to generate the electron hole pairs and hence to increase the conductivity of the semiconductor. Okay.